Hello guys, welcome back to some Hogwarts Legacy. Apparently people are having an issue hearing the dialogue audio, which is strange because I have trouble hearing in my left ear and I can hear this game perfectly fine. The game volume's at 100.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
My game audio in terms of OBS is near enough full. I think people just don't have either their browser volume at max, their PC volume at max, and their YouTube volume at max. One of these things must be the reason why, because I hear everything perfectly fine, and there's somebody who has trouble hearing in one of their ears. So I don't understand why people are saying it's so quiet. Like, I don't know what else I could possibly do. I did a little bit of changes in terms of the game volume a bit. I turned down the music a bit, turned down the sound effects, and I put the dialogue volume to full. Maybe that might fix things. But if that doesn't work, I don't know what else I can possibly really do. Because everything else sounds perfectly fine. I'm hearing everything perfectly fine. So it shouldn't be too quiet for people to hear. It just shouldn't be. I just don't understand. I've tried different headphones. I've tried my ones up there. I've tried like standard, you know, push into your ear headphones. Still the same thing. I hear everything perfectly fine, so I don't understand.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Like, this just sounds really loud in my ear now, like, because I've put the game volume at 100%. It's, like, really loud in my ear. Which is a problem because I don't want to be sitting there raising my voice because I can't hear anything because it's so loud. I don't want to be doing that while recording, you know what I mean? Because when people have something loud in their ears, they tend to speak at a louder volume. I sound perfectly fine in terms of the volume department. You can hear me speaking fine. But if I've got like blasting down my ear, I'm going to be like, ah, because I'm trying to compensate for the loud noise subconsciously. Anyway, let's get on with things.
It is good to see you, my friend.
We'll see what happens. Good to see you too. Hello.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
You too, my friend. Okay, so I did a little bit of Googling, by the way. Because I wanted to make sure there's no possible way I can miss any, what do you call it? I wanted to make sure there was no way I can miss any quests. Apparently you can miss quests. Because when the seasons of the game change, certain quests become unavailable.
How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
which is very interesting indeed.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Sure.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was
Okay.
hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Underwater adventures sound fun. Diving into the lake doesn't sound too appealing.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Very well. Should I know who your family are?
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
And what's an astrolabe?
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used
Interesting.
for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
I see. I'll have to think about this.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Oh, well.
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to
I
our
did
family.
notice whatever
Sounds as if her
this thing
astrolabe is just northeast of the dock.
in the water.
I should dive down and see.
I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a duck box. Okay. It looks like a giant rat or something.
Levioso!
Okay.
Accio!
I mean, I may as well kill it. It gets me some free stuff. Gets me one of those tongues that I need. There it is. Ah, oh, no man, I got it. I was like, it looks like it's too low in the water.
Revelio!
Okay, let's grab some more leech juice as well as these.
Accio!
Boom.
Incendio.
Boom. Hey.
I should investigate. Revelio.
Why not? Cloak. I think that's literally just it in this place. I don't think there's really anything but that. Unless maybe a quest at some point would be telling me differently. Anyway, regardless.
Revelio.
Grab some more of this leech juice. Grab the mushroom. That will do for now. So, I think because of the news that I can miss out on side quests and things, I'm going to quest on until I at least get my broom. And I can fly around, and then I'll go around and do a bunch of quests, I suppose. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Now the water's getting deeper.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Okay, got the astrolabe. Very nice.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Pattern turban. Okay, cool. There are several spots you can search around here. There's no way I'm flying across the whole entire lake, swimming around looking for items. I'm just looking in the most immediate area, just purely because of the fact that they are centered around this location for the astrolabe. And free loot is free loot at the end of the day, and more money for me. So, hell yeah. But we'll head back to shore, we'll hand in our stuff, which would be great. We'll play around with our equipment, then we'll go check out that. Because that is going to be very important soon.
You didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
No, I did not. I am soaking now. Thank you.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did, and I'm keeping it.
I did find it. However, I've taken a liking to it, so I'm going to keep it.
What? But you can't. It doesn't belong to you.
Finders keepers, Grace.
I can't believe this. Father's stupid oath just cost us a priceless family artifact.
Aw, shame.
I hope your new astrolabe brings you nothing but sorrow. If you can even work out how to use it. I knew I should have done the dive myself. Father's wishes be damned.
Yeah, probably should have, you know. If you'd done it yourself, wouldn't have happened, would it? I am
Not
playing
sure
the
how I'd
evil
fare in a
character.
little place like this.
So I will be keeping every single quest item I find. Except when it comes to a specific person.
Revelio.
And I could search a load of these, but I'm going to wait. Right. Before I do anything, equipment sorting. So, because I need to sell and clear out inventory space. You know what? Shoving the asylum mask back on. No. Actually, no, I'm not. It's urban, level 8. I already have this, it's level 8, so fine by me to keep it. This is a better scarf, can have a trait on it. Hell yeah. Ooh, that's going to be nice when I can finally equip it. But for now, we'll equip this one. Nothing there. Okay, so change appearance, the usual. So am I actually keeping all of the transmogs? Even though I'm getting rid of the items. I might actually test it, you know? I may actually test it. I'm going to sell in a moment. Yeah, I think I actually keep the cosmetics even though I get rid of the item. I think that's actually what happens. So, yeah. Joy. Only one way to find out. Right, let's press escape. Settings, save just to be safe. Because we don't want to lose our item, you know? Well, Jalal.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
May I see your wares?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
I don't know. What do you think you can help me with? Sell that one, sell that one. Sell the turban, sell that scarf and that. Right. So,
Hope to see you again sometime.
now gear. Customize. Aha, we do get to keep them. Awesome. Hell yeah. What about the mermaid mask? No. I'm from an insane asylum, I tell you. They locked me up in Azkaban, but I broke free. Aha. Anyway.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my card.
I'm sorry to hear that. I may help you in the future, but
After
we'll
what
see.
Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
That's
They
true.
must have come this way. Think!
What's going on here?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
What do you know?
Students, you can't be so
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
stupefied!
I see you.
What's happening?
You're getting wrecked, that's what's happening. Oh, hello there.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Is that right? Collectible session if you guys will update with new enemy type. You may learn valuable insights and enemies such as their weakness to certain spells.
Ha ha! Time to teach
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take it!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
You will pay for your deeds.
Is that right?
Revelio.
What on
Dunno.
earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner.
Looks like the
And
rest
so
of you
close
paid
to
instead.
Hogwarts.
Okay. Hello, Nora. Let's have a word, shall we?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Yeah.
Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Research? Who is Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
And what's this research?
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I see. How extraordinary.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I see. How fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That
horrible.
started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Sounds good.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Ah, free
This
mallow
trunk.
sweets. Awesome.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Very well. Aha.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
I see.
Incendio.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
There we go. Very nice. Hell yeah.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
Agreed. Very pretty.
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Yes. So these are going to be important for increasing my inventory space, so I'm going to be doing a lot of these at some point. I just want to get my broom before I start messing around with them all.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure indeed. Thank
And
you.
do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yes. Now then. Yes, it will increase my gear capacity here. Okay, very nice. Oh, sorry guys. I did wake up and begin recording pretty much instantly. Right. Where were we? Let's see now. There's another one over here. But I'm in no rush. We have the Hogwarts map. Herbology class. I suppose I'll do this one next. Yeah, I suppose that one would probably be pretty close. We do Herbology class. And I think next 2 or 3 quests should be interesting, and then I can finally start flying around. Then we'll do some exploring and do some side content and things, which I definitely think will be incredibly fun. Now then, let's, as always, save the game. I'm going to make a backup save after each section, so I want to enter the next term in terms of like the seasons changing, because that's when I lose access to quests that I haven't completed. So definitely not something I want to happen, of course.
What are you up to now?
Okay, now for Herbology class. Begin.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Oh joy.
Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Okay.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil!
Ah. Finally, the thing shuts up.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Is that right?
Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Okay.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Is that right?
I wonder if... I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you to remember the strawberries are my favourite. They're as sweet as can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality. From bitter root to berries, I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill while under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all our students, I'm sure. Warmest regards, always, Eleanor Everly. Anybody else got any interesting dialogue?
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Revelio.
Isn't it? Okay, more detonator. Mallow sweet leaves, hell yeah.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I enjoyed it.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
I see.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Oh yes. Fun.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
I see.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Oh, marvellous.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
Don't I kick
I'll be
your ass
showing
in
you
a
the
duel?
Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Sure. Why not?
Nice work.
Revelio.
Defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. No offense. Sorry.
You will be.
Revelio.
Just making sure I don't miss out on any of the plants on the way. They are free after all.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Right.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Is that so?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I was imagining it.
Trust me,
already.
Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden.
I see.
You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Okay.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
Well then.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
As am I. Plants
Magical
offer so
plants
much.
have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Very well.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only costing pound hearing.
To make anything, we must first understand.
Oh.
Kindness
Ugh.
and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Is that right, Professor? Okay. Quests. Potions class. Right. So, here's what I am going to do. I'm going to save once again. I'm going to make a second save. I don't know how close I am. I know I'm getting closer. Just don't know how close. I don't
Handy
quite
resource
remember.
indeed, your field guide.
It is indeed, it seems. Be nice if I could get through the freaking door and everybody wasn't in my bloody way. Now then. Bit of a fun thing that you can do with this.
I doubt there's ever been a headmaster who hated as black. Dubious honor indeed.
Do you suppose Black's children are as condescending?
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Interesting.
I saw an aura band on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
So. Memorandum, 31st of December 1875, from Aura Office, subject Borgin and Burks. Borgin and Burks has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more orders to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow.
Revelio.
Interesting. I hear a ding-a-ding-ding. Why not? Professor Sharp's Aura Badge. Auras compromise the Ministry's magical law enforcement and protect the Wizarding world from all sorts of threats, particularly those posed by dark magic. This Aura Badge belongs to Professor Sharp. Interesting. Let's just begin the quest then.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
Somebody's got a limp.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Very well.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Stir it.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done.
Seemed pretty
And from
easy.
what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Very well.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
That's right.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Very well.
Revelio.
Nothing over here. Oh, wait. Oh, I see some free galleons. I will take them. Hey, galleon. Even though there's clearly more, but okay.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
You heard correctly.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I can get you the
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Very well.
A well-prepared wicked wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Ashwinder eggs.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Very well.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
He wants me to make an Edurus potion.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Very well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
I see.
I think each of us has had an...
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly.
You're very
And
welcome.
I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
I'm sure you will.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
I see. Very well.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yeah, maybe.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Is there? Jealous, perhaps? Of my skill and tenacity? If I died down a troll on my first time? Maybe you could learn a thing or two. Okay.
Revelio.
Yeah. I remember what I was supposed to do with those. Supposed to cast fire on them, but I did say I would be getting my upgrades unlocked before I started properly exploring and doing all the collectibles in the castle, because there are certain things that would benefit greatly as a pastime. Well, that take time, sorry, and I can use the pastime of gathering stuff to capitalize, for example. Scrub knows about that book he found. Is it missing something? Scrub does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. Scrub has left another note. Cross the bridge among the circle of rocks. Take care. Tell no one about this.
Who is Scrope?
Who is Scrope indeed? Well.
Accio.
Okay. That's it. Over here. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins, just down by the stone circle. Look inside one of them. Maybe able to help poor broken-hearted Scrope.
Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place.
Alright, as much as I want to go to this next pumpkin patch, I feel like I may end the episode here. If you have enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much guys for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace. Also, don't forget to let me know about the volume if it's good or better now.